So let's imagine the attacking team is in our zone and they're going to do the traditional or usual box shape around and pass the ball around. We are going to maintain this shape, this little diamond shape. When the ball is over here, this player comes over and challenges. When the ball goes over here, this player goes back to where they were, and this player comes out. If the ball gets moved around over here, then the closest player is going to challenge, but not get beat. They're just going to keep them away from this area right here, which is the danger area. Anything in this middle here is where they can score on us. We want to avoid that. We also want to avoid a pass like this, and then pass goes across and a tap in. So we have to keep an eye. Once the ball comes in this area, we have to make sure that this ball is cleared. So that's basically the shape that we've got here. We've got a diamond shape for defending, and the attacking team is generally going to have a square box shape. Sometimes they'll move this player in, and that's an unusual shape for them. In futsal, it is the usual shape, but from what I've seen from the futsal games we've played, they're usually playing a box shape. Now, let's say, for example, we win the ball or our goalkeeper makes a save. If we're fortunate, what'll happen is they're going to be really slow in moving back, and our goalkeeper, she can toss the ball somewhere around here. Actually, let's move it back here. If she tosses the ball there, our striker has a breakaway if we can move really quick. In futsal, they don't call this player the striker. They call them the pivot. They also call them the target player. If we're fortunate and they're really slow, we might even be able to get like two players to go in and on a breakaway, and it'll be a 2v1 situation. That's what our ultimate goal is, that we break out quick. So we call that a counter as opposed to a quick attack. When a quick attack is in the zone, the attacking zone, but a counter is when we attack from our zone. So let's say we win the ball back. Our goalkeeper grabs the ball, and they are really sharp, and the defenders move back really quick. Their wingers move back really quick, and they start off with a low press. The first thing that we do is, if it's not on, the pivot still goes as far as they can. The wingers move to the widest possible position. If we roll the ball to the person at the bottom of the diamond, they might pass the ball to one of the wingers. This person then might move to a corner. The person that receives the ball might actually move up a little bit with the ball. But this is critical. You must do this. This is really, really important. There must always be a person that is slightly behind the ball carrier when we're building up. So if they get challenged over here, they can pass the ball back over here. If this player does a diagonal into this corner, then this person has to come back behind the ball carrier. Always behind the ball carrier. So can't stress that enough. So they might dribble up a little bit and then pass the ball over here. And then this person does a diagonal probably here. And this person might move back over here. Again, behind the ball carrier. Dribble up. There's always somebody behind the ball carrier just in case. Okay? So if they get challenged over here, they might pass the ball over here. They might move back over here. There's always somebody that is able to support the ball carrier by being behind them. Because we can't pass back to the goalkeeper. We know that. But we're always going to have somebody behind the ball carrier. if they don't challenge us, the players that are over here are always going to do their little diagonal runs. So this player might run in over here, and then this player might run over here, again behind. So these diagonal runs are constant as we're building. And then, what the goal is eventually that we're going to be able to crack this defense, and maybe it'll be something like a pass to the pivot pass to the winger, pivot runs up to the goalkeeper, and it's a tap-in. So that is a very common play.
Rotating positions. Due to the tactical, physical, and tactical evolution of futsal, rotations are used to create options, so that the team can move in the court in an adequate manner, to create space for shots on goal. Rotation simulation. Player number 2 passes the ball to player number 3. Player 2 runs diagonally to create space. Player's rotational movement continues until space is created.
On a high press, we'll start with the ball with the goalkeeper. Let's say they send in 2 players, and they have 2 players back in a very traditional kind of a formation. Our pivot will still go as deep as they can, and what will happen is likely this player will cover them. This player will likely just stay back here if for most teams, leaving an advantage here where we have 3v2. In a 3v2, what will happen is the goalkeeper might roll it to this player right here, and the pivot might come back a little bit. It goes off to the pivot. Our wingers will then go up to the sides. They'll be followed, but they'll have the element of surprise. And the pivot will pass off to the winger. The winger might take the ball into the corner, and then the winger might look for the pivot, who might come in here for a tap-in, or it might even be to the other winger over here for a tap-in. We're always looking for tap-ins. We do not want long shots. The net is really small, and it's unlikely that you're going to score from distance in futsal. It might happen in the Gatorade if the net is bigger, but in a small net, it's very unlikely you're going to score from distance. Most of the goalkeepers are very good. The goals that are scored are usually tap-ins. So let's take a look at what we're going to call corner set play number 1. Corner taker passes the ball to the winger. Corner taker comes in for a dummy. Pivot races to corner. Winger passes the ball back to the pivot. And the player that just got the dummy races towards the net, and the ball gets passed to them for a goal, either from here, or they can come close to the goalkeeper and then they tap it in that way. So let's just explain this to you one more time, because it's about 4 steps. So corner taker passes the ball up, follows their pass. Person whose pivot races to the corner. This ball is a dummy. The person that took the corner originally is now going to become the pivot. So they're going to go race towards the net. Ball's going to come back to them, and then they're going to score.
Das ist einfach schon wieder wunderschön gespielt. Und der Stuttgarter Traumtormotor sollte jetzt erst so richtig auf Touren kommen. Das ist einfach schon wieder wunderschön gespielt. Adrian.
Rete del Valmontone, segna del Ferraro.
Лякин и забивает гол Евгений Мурашов. С мячом Бруно. И это гол Филиппе Парадински.
Siamo al 19esimo.
Rete di Lopez del Real Cefalù.
Een hoekschop wat later. Heel mooi. Didi dat paasje achteruit naar Hadri. En deze keer scoort hij.
Abraço do escanteio. Bola mais atrás, vem o chute de primeira, tem desvio! Gol do Brasil! Cabreúva, camisa 13, no comecinho do jogo. Dentro do primeiro minuto, Cabreúva cobra o escanteio.
Masso avec achat de la talonnade pour Cossalter. Oh, c'est Jérôme Masso. Mais les résultats elles-mêmes, le ballon entre les jambes de John Correa. Celtic visé qui double la mise en l'espace d'une minute, 2-0.
Grande abraço para o Matheus que é de Ribeirão Pires, né? Então um abraço para o Matheus e que golaço.
E que golaço agora de Jaraguá para empatar o jogo! Gol do Jaraguá!
Odlična akcija! Jeremy Bukovec u polno. Izigrana je bila italijanska obramba. Bukovec pa je žogo zabil v mrežo za 1-0.
Aber man muss die Kugel dann innerhalb von 4 Sekunden wieder zurück auf den Platz bringen. Und das war eine Variante, mit der die deutsche Mannschaft gar nicht gerechnet hat. 1:0, Chaibai.
Ja, gute Variante, aber das Zentrum muss zubleiben. Der Ball darf da niemals durchgehen. Zu einem Überfluss rückt Suntic noch auf, obwohl er eigentlich...
Lateral já cobrado. Dominou Marquinhos de bico, Jabá! Gol do Marechal! Jabá, Eduardo Jabá de bico. Olha o passe do Parrel, depois o Biel, Marquinhos e de bico joga.
Lima, a destra per Lukajan! Golasso di Lukajan! Pareggia con una rete strepitosa l'Acqua e Sapone, 1-1.
L'impatto del pubblico ci fa capire che tipo di tiro ha fatto Lukajan. C'è stato un silenzio assoluto e l'applauso dei tifosi dell'Ital Service pesano davanti a questo gol.
Chapeau Lukajan, 1-1.
So on a free kick, let's say, for example, we have a free kick from here. What I'm suggesting is we keep at least 2 players here, whether it's indirect or direct. It doesn't really matter. But the point is we need to keep the other team guessing about what we're going to do. We're always looking for the tap in. So what we're hoping will happen is somehow we'll get the ball to this player, and then they have a tap in. Or this player might move in, this player might move in, and then you've got a tap in there. We're always looking for a tap in. That's what we're looking for, so we could have the element of surprise and a higher success rate for goals. It might be a pass to this winger over here, back up here for a tap in. If this player moves up, and they're tap in over here. We're looking for tap ins. That's how we're going to score most of our goals.